Look at these snow-covered pine cones.
You put your cookie dust in a bowl and add cream cheese. Hold on, it's gonna get better.
Don't overthink it. Just make what you're gonna make. And then you start working your way and then start building up.
It takes a long time. Like this took 30 minutes. Some powdered sugar for some snow.
They really do look gorgeous.
I'm gonna start by adding the double chocolate chip cookies. These are just regular supermarket double chocolate. I'm not sure how much cream cheese, but I think we should start with little and then just see what the consistency is doing. Because the whole point is to make like a Play-Doh kind of consistency. I'm gonna do this much cream cheese for now. I'm gonna put the lid on our food processor and we're going to combine this. Why does it smell like something's about to be on fire? It is Christmas after all. So I might need the whole of the cream cheese for the amount of cookies I used, which I think was 7 cookies. So this is almost half of one of the bigger containers of cream cheese. Okay, that seems about right. And also, I'm just gonna dump our mixture in here and kind of finish it with our hands because, I mean, it is coming together, but it could be a little bit more well blended. So it kind of looks like this, so we're gonna blend it until at least it's one solid color, because I feel like this is not looking very appetizing. You're not gonna see any of this, so does it really matter? No, but it is Christmas, and as a gift to my guests, I'm gonna give them proper cooking. Never happened before. Mine are quite rich in cream cheese, that's why it's got this milk chocolate color. But if you want, you can make them drier. But I actually think this is going to be nice because it's not very well blended. So it's going to have chunks of cookie in there and it's very cream cheesy. Perfect. This is perfect for me. I'm going to make tiny little balls with these. Surprisingly easy. Think of rabbit poop. And your brain will just do the rest of the work. You must have a really big rabbit. So for the next step, we're going to need some of this cereal. I don't know what the name of this cereal is, but it's a very popular shape. It was easy to find for me. And then I'm going to grab one of my truffles and we are going to place them kind of pointing up to make the pine cones, chocolate pine cones. And honestly, easy so far. Actually, do I change my mind? No, not yet. It kind of looks like this, but I think once you add many, it will look better, hopefully. At this point, I don't know, I'm doubting. I should have started from the top, I think that would have been easier. Start from the top if you do this. It really doesn't work from the bottom. It becomes very, very difficult. There's cereal on the floor. This doesn't look the best. You know what? Nothing can stop me now. Mostly because I bought the ingredients and you guys are already here. Wait, because it's kind of cute. It does hold pretty well, like not a single one is falling. And when you press it together, it does come together. Wait, why is mine giving dog poo? Why is he not giving pine cone? What is going on here? He's better start giving pine cone and not holiday dog poo. My dog poo after my dog eats turkey scraps on Thanksgiving. I'm almost done with my first one and also probably the only one. Do I really want to do this again and again? Probably not. But we have made a pine cone out of chocolate. Okay, some on the side don't look too perfect, but I think we've done an okay job. It was relatively easy. I think the key would be to make many, so you stop looking for imperfections. You know, it's a lot easier. It even holds. Never mind, I changed my tune completely. This is the best thing ever, and you know what? I'm gonna do another one. If you start from the top, it's a lot easier. Do not start from the bottom. This is so sticky, it's perfect for this, so don't make your mixture too dry. Where are my neighbors? Hoovering right now. It's 3 a.m. That's a weird thing to do at 3 a.m. Says the person building a chocolate pine cone. Sometimes you'll notice that there's a little gap, you just gotta fill it. Once you finish your pine cone, you can kind of adjust it because sometimes they don't look the best, and then you can try and make them look better. Open it up a little bit. Okay, this one actually turned out pretty good. That actually looks like a pine cone. This is really cute. It's essentially, I'm gonna say 2 ingredients, but it's actually 3. With the icing sugar, it'll be 4. But we're gonna dust it and just make it look better because obviously this is not gonna look perfect. So in order to make any Christmassy baking perfect, you add icing sugar to it. Snow. So we've got our plate here and I'm just going to place my pine cone. They honestly hold pretty well. You're gonna be the start of your Christmas party, I promise you. The first one, the second one, it keeps getting better. Let me see if I can readjust. Do you see what I mean? You can make them look better very easy. I'm really proud of this one. I think it turned out really good. But the most important thing now will be the icing sugar on top. So this is gonna be the snow. That is incredible. Are you kidding me? It is so cute. It is 3 ingredients, 4 ingredients, but you know what I mean. And why does it look legit? I just need some horizontal snowing. There we go. Are you kidding me? It is the cutest thing ever, and I'm obsessed with it. Even if it doesn't taste good, I enjoy the process, and sometimes that's all that matters, especially during the holiday season. So, cheers and Merry Christmas. Perfect. You get crunchy, you get soft, tangy cream cheese, highly recommended. We've got 2 sheets of puff pastry. Please be square, and yeah, it is square. So we're gonna make a Christmas tree out of this, which is actually kind of the perfect size, and intentionally we slayed, a Christmas sleigh. So we got the puff pastry, and we're gonna basically cut out a Christmas tree. First thing we need is Nutella. So we're gonna spread the Nutella all over our puff pastry. This is like one of those things where very low effort, it could look impressive. If you manage to cook pre-made puff pastry without burning or having like doughy, raw spots here and there, I'm just gonna spread this. I am a little bit annoyed because we don't even need the full thing. This will take about a whole container of Nutella. Jump scare. It's expensive. What if it doesn't taste good? Ugh, I really gotta try this. We used around 3/4 of a jar of Nutella, which is quite a lot, but this might feed a lot of people, so positive thinking. The reason why I used a spoon, by the way, was because this is very thin puff pastry. I could easily break it. This is very smooth, so you know me. So now to the difficult part. We gotta roll out another sheet of puff pastry exactly on top. It's gonna be hard. I think I'm gonna get rid of the paper altogether. A risky move, but I think it might pay off. And I'm gonna try to align it. Oh my god, wait, this is too difficult. Wait, I changed my mind. Let me rest. I'm gonna do it the other way around. I'm stretching it too much. Okay. It's not perfect. Yes. But it is something. Could have been a little bit more this way. Like there's a little bit of edges, but it was almost there. If I can do it, anyone can do this, honestly. So we're gonna cut a Christmas tree out of this. Okay, here comes our Christmas tree. I have a lot of confidence. I didn't even think, I just went straight for it. Do I regret it? Slightly. We'll be fine. That is a Christmas tree. In fact, you could almost get 3 Christmas trees out of this. For the first time in my life, when it comes to Nutella, I'm good at maths. You could get 3 Christmas trees here. I will. I'm gonna set these aside. Okay. This would be a great Nutella panini. We officially got our Christmas tree shape. Now for the Christmas tree part, we're just supposed to just make tiny little cuts. Ooh, I'm getting it. It's getting a little bit messy. We'll be fine. So you can do as many levels as you want to your Christmas tree. Just try to kind of keep the center even. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know what I'm saying. We've done something. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side, which is easier said than done. I'm covered in Nutella, that's why I'm like sticky. I'm like, please make this stop, this whole experience. And by that I mean being alive in this lifetime, in this body, in this exact moment in time. Can we make that stop, please? I'm joking. Too real. But existential crisis cannot be demonetized. Take that, you two. Now that we've got our Christmas tree, we're going to twist it upwards. I think that will look prettier. So I'm just going to twist them up. Oh, this is so difficult. On TikTok, everything is so easy. I'm gonna go up. Wait, can I even use this for baking? I'm gonna slide this on my baking tray so you guys can see it. So what you wanna do is you wanna twist them up. And obviously, I didn't do a perfect job, but I've done something. The trick is your family has to think that you've made the puff pastry yourself, or that at least you've done something, you know? However, they might know you. They know you probably saw this in like a Instagram reel hack and put it together the day before Christmas, the morning of. So this is kind of what we're supposed to do. Does it look great? No, it's going to be cooked. It might look great still. Not me getting much better on this side now than I was initially. This is really cute. So the final step will be the little star on top of the tree. So using some of these leftovers, I am going to cut the shape of a star. Maybe here, because it's not too full. Nope, there's not enough space. I'm going to do it right here. So we're just going to cut the shape of a star. I know this is going to be messy. I know there's going to be Nutella coming out of every corner of my kitchen for the next 2 weeks. This is our Nutella star. Oh my god, that was surprisingly satisfying. Oh, that came out perfectly. This should have been the hack. This looks so much better. Cleaner. Look at that. That looks so good, and it's Nutella on the inside. So I'm going to grab my Christmas tree and I'm just going to place the star right here. This is great because it kind of hides that it doesn't look too great. How I managed to do this in a white t-shirt, and my t-shirt is still white, should be studied. This wasn't that much work, and it was surprisingly fun, which is truly what matters with these Christmas kind of videos. So we're gonna use an egg wash. This is just egg. Literally 100% egg beaten. And I'm going to cover it just to give it like a toasty kind of color. You really want to trick your uncles, your aunts, especially those ones, you know exactly what I'm talking about, that you've made this, that you've put some effort, that finally you did something. This is becoming a little too personal, so I'm going to stop talking about this, because this is not my life story. This is just a YouTube video. No, but you really want to convince people that you've done something. And by the way, if someone says, was this puff pastry made by you? You say yes. And it was made in a house, a warehouse, but a house nevertheless. This looks great. I'm happy with this. I am going to bake this at 180 degrees. I could do more, but I am known to overcook puff pastry and then it just looks too brown. And I want to do the opposite of that. I want to slightly undercook it, that if it needs a little boost in the end, I can just do that myself. So 180 degrees, I'm guessing 20 minutes, but I'm not sure. Maybe like 25. I'll show you what it looks like once we finish cooking it. Fingers crossed. But it looks good. Wait a damn minute, because this cooked for exactly 20 minutes and it turned out perfect? Like, that looks incredible. The only thing is the tree on top is a little bit messy, but we'll fix that. Side by side with my real Christmas tree in the background. Spot the difference. Okay, oh my god, that was a mistake. Everything's okay. The only thing left is to add the snow. We're adding this to everything in this video. Don't question the power of the icing sugar when it comes to Christmas. Is there wind inside my house? Why is it going sideways? Imagine you bring this to your family's Christmas. Like, are you kidding me? You made this? It's 2 ingredients. This is amazing. I am going to change people's lives. I truly am a gift to the world. Are you kidding me? This is so cute, and you can literally move it. It's not that flimsy. Well, I can't move it anymore, but you get the idea. Wait a second. I think I could transfer it directly to here to make it look better. This is probably how I would bring it, just to look clean. There's no need for the parchment paper. And when it's time to eat it, this is the best part. You just reach for one of the legs or one of the tree branches, and you've got a Nutella twist. A Nutella twist. And you can dip it in the extra icing sugar that don't hurt nobody. It's Christmas. Please. Judgment, save it for January. Cheers. This is so good. It's so effective. It's not just sweet because we didn't add anything. It's just puff pastry Nutella. Like, it's literally as simple as it gets. But I love it. The only thing is my star is a little bit on the toasty side. But even that, like, this is the worst part. So I'm gonna grab some of the frosting and I wanna make the bottom of the Christmas tree first, which is kind of like snow. I'm gonna do that by using some white frosting and some coconut flakes. That surprisingly looks like snow. I guess the star of this is gonna be the Christmas tree. Doesn't really matter. So we just frosted this. Came out surprisingly well. These are just some coconut flakes. So this is a great hack. Look at this. How to make snow effect cupcakes. Literally that easy. Doesn't that look appetizing? It actually tastes good. It's not like frosting that doesn't even taste good. Step 1, done. It looks great. I'm happy with it. Step number 2, we're gonna need a pretzel stick. And this is gonna be the foundation of our tree. First of all, let me just think how tall. I think that'll be about right. Man, this is so nerve-wracking. So I'm going to insert the pretzel stick in the center of the cupcake, which results in something like this. And now this is gonna become a Christmas tree. So I'm gonna use my green frosting. Man, this is nerve-wracking because if I move, I'm gonna break the pretzel. Wait, let me at least get it out. Okay. Oh, I can't do this. This is too ambitious. It's too tall. This is like Operation Game. Oh my god. I've done the worst part, I think. Okay, let's go. Why is it getting progressively bigger? Shouldn't it be the other way around? Oh my god! That looks perfect! What happened to me? I am so good at this! I've grown up. I think things just work with these hands. It's like magic because it actually looks incredible. This is the most effective way to decorate a cupcake. Would you look at this? We did that with like 3 or 4 little ingredients. So I'm going to decorate the tree with, you won't really be able to see it, but it's just tiny little leaves. Let me see what I can do to it. One over here, one over here, one over here. And then there's these tiny little balls that are going to be so hard to place. Oh, I did it. When did I become good at this, you know? I mean, I cannot believe how easy this was. Can you guys believe how simple this was and how effective it is? Imagine bringing this to a party. People will think you're like Gordon Ramsay of baking. Who is Gordon Ramsay of baking? Am I the Gordon Ramsay of baking? Let's not get that carried away. I'm gonna just add the star on top. That will be the final touch. I bought some edible stars. I really thought I was gonna come through. My delusion is paying off. So I'm gonna put a little star on top. Okay, let me see if I can show you this. This is the very last step, which is... Are you kidding me? Are you for real? This is the cutest thing I've ever done with decorating ever. And yes, it doesn't look that good from the side. It's a little bit like, ooh, but it doesn't matter. Because from the front, it's perfect. And that's all that matters. This is 100% approved. I just want to say, I do have weird utensils like spatulas and silicone half spatulas. When I first started my videos, I did not have money for any of this. Just keeping it 100% real. The reason why things work now is because I can afford to buy the actual items required for these videos. In the past, I kind of had to improvise with what I could find at the dollar store. That is the truth. So let's keep that in mind. If this doesn't work for you, do not feel bad because you probably just didn't buy the fancy ingredients and that's fine. However, what can I say? It worked out with flying colors. How could you eat this? Would this taste good? Probably not. I'm gonna start by cutting the marshmallows. This is supposed to be the bones of the turkey leg. And I'm thinking of cutting it maybe like this. And then one more time. I think this will be good. The good thing is these are very sticky. So grabbing the pretzel stick, I'm gonna try to attach 2 pieces of marshmallow on each side. And while it might not be as perfect as the video that you guys saw, it does the job. It's gonna be the skinniest turkey in the world. This turkey's got skinnier legs than mine. And I walk on sticks every day. It's the bane of my existence. My DNA was rotten, as they call it. My turkey has skipped leg day. Oh well. One thing's for sure is that marshmallows stick so well to pretzels. It's kind of incredible. It really is. Look at this. Like it just stays. Nothing will move this marshmallow, and it kind of will look like bones because it's more irregular. Okay, we're gonna do one more on here. It's really satisfying to work with pretzels and marshmallows. So we just gotta make sure this will be able to be submerged in white chocolate and still come out looking good. I don't know about that part. I think this glass might explode. I'm scared. I don't want a facelift for Christmas. I mean, I do, but not like that. So this is melted white chocolate. This is so hot that I literally can't even touch it. But it is fully melted and not burned, which is important. So just put white chocolate in the microwave and please tell me that the sticks are gonna hold. Oh man, This is the most nerve-wracking thing I've ever done. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, I wish I could dip it a little bit more. Maybe if I just go like that. Wait a minute, because this is working. I am so used to giving, I don't know how to receive. This is fully worked. It looks like bones. Let me just remove all the excess. But I mean, that worked perfectly. That kind of looks like a bone. I do want this really well coated, so I'm just gonna stay here and hold it while I make my second one. None of them broke so far. I mean, knock on wood. But this is going way better than expected. So I've covered the pretzels in white chocolate and I'm just waiting for the excess to drip. And then I'm just gonna place them down, and this better not stick on here. I'm just gonna place it on here. This will cool down. This part, surprisingly easy. So just coat this in white chocolate, get it out, make sure you remove all the excess so that it doesn't lose the shape. And then that's it. We're gonna place it on here and hope for the best. Could have done 20 of these. This is how easy and quick this is. I was not expecting this. I am in complete shock. The more irregular they are, the more they look like bones. So that kind of works out in our favor. A holiday sleigh, yet again. For the meaty part of the candy turkey leg, so just look up a Rice Krispie treat recipe and that should be fine. That's kind of what I'm doing. Starting with some butter, and I'm just gonna melt this butter in a saucepan. And when this is kind of melted, I'm gonna add the marshmallows and the cocoa powder. When it's gooey, you top it up with some Rice Krispie treats, and hopefully this will work. I would be so disappointed if this fails now, because everything is going too smooth. So the butter is kind of melting a little bit. If I was making this myself, I would probably brown the butter to add more flavor, but honestly, I don't really care. At this point, I just want to see my turkey legs. I have a tiny little pan, so I cannot make a huge amount. This is already too much, you know? I think I'm going to start with the cocoa powder first. I don't want to do too much. Please follow a recipe if you make this. If you really want, I'll give you one or something. Don't worry, the lumps will disappear. You won't even know they were here. We could add a little bit more. So unintentionally ended up burning the butter a little bit, which is great. It smells incredible. To this, I'm gonna add some marshmallows. The tiny ones make this easier, but this is also fine. It might just take a little bit longer. I think we can add the full thing. These are supposed to become melty. And don't worry, don't freak out. This will work out. I promise you. Just gotta be patient here in this step. If you keep mixing, it will come together eventually. We're almost there now. It tastes really good if you leave some of these pieces of marshmallow, but I think for visuals, in order for this to look good, I think I want to melt everything completely. So I added a little bit more cocoa powder because the color wasn't quite there for like a turkey leg, you know? Now it's giving more turkey leg now. It's going to become a lot lighter after. Hopefully this one will give turkey leg, but it's almost there. I'm doing this with one hand, but last but not least, we're going to add the Rice Krispies, and you just got to fold it until it feels right. And I'm going to have to put my phone down so I can do this. But you know what? It feels right already. Maybe we've done something, you know? Now we gotta move quick in order to build our turkey legs, because this will solidify rather quickly. So I'm gonna put my gloves on and so we can build our turkey legs. The amount of times I've said turkey legs in this damn video, I'm never gonna say it again. So my Rice Krispies turned out actually a really great consistency. It's just perfect. These little strings means that it's almost ready, so I gotta move a little bit quicker. We also got our turkey leg, so I'm gonna try to lift it. I just put this in the fridge to solidify, and this is kind of what we got. Upside down, it kind of looks like a turkey leg, right? Like the bone. I'm gonna use this one. This is the best one, so it's gonna be my first one in case the other ones don't come out fine. Most of them, it did. Look, every single one of them kind of worked out. One of them needs to be hot, the other one needs to be cold. This is not easy. So I'm gonna grab our marshmallow treats. This is the most satisfying texture. When you see these little strings, it means it wants to solidify soon. So I'm like, I want to solidify soon. I don't know what that means. So I guess we build a turkey leg? I don't know how to do this. It's gonna work out, don't worry. I'm gonna build it on here and it's gonna work out one way or another. So I'm gonna build my little turkey leg flat. Now I'm gonna put the stick in there while this is still warm. I think I managed to at least get one turkey leg. Wait, this looks so good. Do you guys see that? Okay, it looks like fried chicken, which is close enough to a turkey leg, right? This kind of worked out. Okay, I just need to do maybe one more. I'm gonna do one more just in case this one fails. This is really cute, and you can kind of make it more perfect as you go, because once this solidifies, this is not going anywhere. Once this is ready to eat, I'm not going anywhere. So let me do one more. I cannot believe I'm using my hands for this. Please use gloves or something. But who cares, you know? Life is short. It's much easier to do this with your bare hands, so that is what I'm doing. This is going to be a huge turkey leg. Oh my god. But the most important thing is that this works. I'm going to stick one more of these legs on here, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it's dry. So this will be, you know what? That is better than I expected. And it's not often that I get to say that. I am now going to put this in the fridge, and hopefully we can hold this and I can show you a beautiful turkey leg. Fingers crossed, honestly. I have no idea. Is this going to hold? Maybe. My turkey legs have just come out of the fridge. That doesn't sound like a real sentence. My turkey legs are ready, and I am using gloves because I don't want these to melt. I want to be able to show you. I'm going to go immediately for the best one. Please tell me this whole shape. I'm just going to close my eyes and hope for the best. Are you kidding me? It's a turkey leg. It's a candied turkey leg. This is a Christmas miracle. This is the best Christmas gift I could have ever received. My hacks, it worked perfectly. Look, I can hold it. Entire marshmallow bone with a pretzel. It would probably look better if I used a thicker pretzel. But like, this is pretty good. Every single one of them worked. Oh. Never mind, nothing to see. Even this one, which was technically the ugliest one, I was struggling to keep it together. It still worked. It is so cute. I wish it wasn't as flat in the back, but it's fine. It looks great from the front. I'm so happy with it. And I think the color turned out pretty great. Even with the marshmallows being a little bit wonky and not too perfect, it makes it look more like bone, more realistic. The only thing is I wish the pretzels were thicker, but that's it. Other than that, I just want to dive in. Let's try this one. Oh my god. That is so spongy and buttery in the center. It's the most delicious brown butter Rice Krispies. When you make these, let the butter brown a little bit, and that will give it so much more flavor. This is incredible. This is truly incredible. Like, this will change so many people's Christmases. These ended up being the perfect consistency for Rice Krispies. So you don't need a recipe. Just do what I did, you know? That is weird. That's marshmallow. Feels like I'm biting into bones, but it's pretzel. Merry Christmas to me. What in the 5-minute craft is going on with this one? I wish I could say that I'm using this to protect my hands, but I'm using this to protect my jewelry. A hot glue gun, not my favorite thing to use. Also, never used it before. So we're supposed to... Why is it not... Where's... Is the glue coming? Anytime soon? Why am I scared? So I'm going to basically glue these balls together. I think I gotta move quick, otherwise it's not gonna work. Wait, I need more. Oh my god, this is all drying. I have no time for this. Okay. This is the most annoying part. It should be easy after this. So we're gonna put this on top without burning myself. Does that feel right? Okay, so this will be our giant lollipop. It's also not very well glued. So maybe I'm gonna go around with the glue gun and kinda fill in all these little poorly glued sides, right? I'm gonna seal the deal. This looks like a giant Pokeball. Nothing more Christmassy than the trans flag Pokeball. This is kind of what they've done in the video. They wipe the glue, but my glue dries very quickly, so I wasn't able to do. You know what? It's fine. Is this holding? Let's find out. Let's try to grab it through the side. Not the gender reveal lollipop. So this will be kind of like the top part of our lollipop. It's not perfect, sometimes, if you look at it from a certain angle, but it is what we've got. Anyways, something will go well. So for the next step, we need to make a hole in this so we can put the broomstick in it, because in order for this to be a giant lollipop, it needs a stick. So I am going to heat up a knife. This seems like the worst idea ever. Is this the Christmas content you expected? Probably not. Is this the Christmas content we're doing? Yes. You know what? This might actually work out though. This feels very, very hard. You don't want to mess up with me right now in this very moment. Okay, so I gotta cut a hole on here. Is he going to? Oh my god. This went through plastic like it was nothing. This is mildly horrifying. I may need to do this a couple times. I just wanted to show you that this really does work. Look at this. It just cuts right in. Almost there. Oh, that was not meant to happen. How do I get out of here? Guys, I don't want to be dramatic, but I think I just killed Christmas. I killed this hack. How do I get it out? Do I set it on fire? Oh, I forgot my hand was there. That worked. We've got a hole! It is not perfect, it is not in the center, which is all we needed, but you know what? I have a feeling this is gonna work out. I'm gonna grab my broomstick and I'm just going to make sure that it fits in here. It kinda does, you know? Is it perfect? No. But is it a giant lollipop? Why is it wonky? Just a second, I'll fix this. I'm gonna put some hot glue in the very corner of this to make sure. Maybe let's just drop some there in the center. Oh, there's hot glue everywhere. I'm not wearing gloves now. This is scary. Let's see if this works. I just need to secure this in the very center like this so it doesn't move around. I think once it dries, this will be kind of perfect, but for now, I'm not gonna touch it. This just needs to dry just like this. I know the colors are not very Christmassy, but it's kind of giving. You guys gotta be honest. Am I in the Christmas spirit and therefore I'm delusional more than usual? Or am I kind of slaying this whole video? Like, I don't know what's in there, but I don't really care because this worked. We made a giant lollipop. Look at this. I am speechless. I did not expect that to work. So our very last step is to basically wrap this. It's almost like a non-sticky plastic wrap. That is the best way to describe this. In the video, I think they glued two of these sheets together, but I think one is more than enough. So let's see. Oh wait, I forgot the price. So we're gonna wrap this. And there's supposed to be quite a lot of excess, maybe even more. Okay, I'm gonna try to cut this. I think that will be the perfect amount. Oh my god, that looks like a giant lollipop. Are you kidding me? It's so cute. And I got some string. Wait a minute, I've done something. Official lollipop reveal. I mean, this is so cute with a piece of string and everything. I thought it was gonna be tacky, but I'm kind of obsessed with it. I think this is a cute Christmas decoration. Arrest me. Sometimes when you watch these videos and people make this, I always think, I don't want that. Who wants to put that in their house? But now that I've made it, now that it's my labor and my sweat, blood, tears, and oh no, I was gonna say all body fluids. In here, I kind of want to display it. I kind of want to go outside and call my neighbors, shout for every single window, and then lift this up as I bask in glory. What would I do with this? I don't know. It's pretty big. I guess we could just put it, we can leave it here. If it's far away enough, it looks kind of cute. My point is, it works, so if you want to try something different this Christmas, if you don't have a gift to give to somebody and you've got a hot glue gun, you better get to work, because it really works. We're gonna use pretzel sticks to make miniature Christmas trees. But the most important thing here is the white chocolate, because that is what builds the actual body of the tree. So I'm gonna start by using some white chocolate, and I'm going to microwave this. Now, can this silicone thingy go in the microwave? I guess so. It's like silicone, right? That usually goes in the microwave. We're gonna find out. So I'm gonna put my white chocolate in here, and then we're gonna add the green food coloring. The reason why I'm not adding it already is because sometimes when you put green food coloring in the microwave, it burns. It makes the whole thing grainy and weird. So we're gonna try to avoid grainy and weird. I think this will be enough white chocolate. It doesn't seem like much. Actually, it does. Never mind. And I'm gonna try microwaving at the lowest temperature you can imagine for literally 30 seconds. Hope it doesn't burn. Let's find out. The good news is white chocolate is melted fully in the microwave, like it's kind of perfect. But first, I gotta dye it green. I mean, it would be fine if it was white, but green will just be more festive. So I'm adding some gel food coloring, and I'm going to just use my hands and massage it, and hopefully this will turn green in front of our very eyes. Why is this sticking to the sides? Okay, it's happening on the inside. Wait, it's actually a really cool tie-dye effect. It actually makes me want to use it as it is. Can you see it on camera? It's like a really cool like tie-dye effect. I want to use it like this. It looks so cool. So I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're just going to use this to build our trees. We're going to move quick before the chocolate solidifies. So I'm going to use some pretzel sticks. I guess I'm going to make bigger Christmas trees. I don't want to make many. I want to make 3. No, it is pretty easy. I might have to go again. Okay. It's not perfect, but it is something. Let's do one more. Let's see if this one looks a little bit better. Nope. This one is a little smaller. This one is more abstract. This is my let's try everything. Wait, I actually like it better. Putting our own twist on here. Wait, this looks a lot better. I'm gonna do all of them like this. It just looks more like Christmas candy. Okay, we gotta move on to the decoration because once these dry, that is it. So this is kind of what they look like. I took a more of an abstract point of view here. So I'm going to decorate them before these dry out. Little Christmas sprinkles here and there. Some of these tiny balls. Something about Christmas sprinkles just make me so happy. It's impossible to make a video like this and be in a bad mood. So thank you guys for spending this Christmas moment with me. Single Christmas tear falls down my eye. Turns out I have a heart. A Christmas miracle. I will say one thing. Being colorblind for red and green at Christmas time is a little bit sad. All I want for Christmas is, can I just see red and green, please? I'm gonna add a few more of these. I don't know what they are, like tiny little presents. Gingerbread man, candy canes, very Christmassy stuff. It's so satisfying to do this because everything just sticks. And I'm trying to save the top of the tree because that's going to be for our star. And I just want to show you that it's pretty forgiving. You can basically do anything with the sprinkles and it just stays and looks intentional. You can literally just drop it anywhere. Like it just works. It always works regardless of what you do. So there's no messing up here. My final detail, these tiny little stars. I'm going to do one on here, one on here. And this is my very last one. One on here. And that concludes the decoration of our Christmas trees. You don't really need to put this in the fridge. You can just leave it out. It's white chocolate. It will solidify. Personally, I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I don't have that kind of time, and I know you want to see the result. And finally, here we've got our Christmas trees. This looks really funny with the Christmas tree in the background, like a line of 4 Christmas trees. It solidified very quickly, as you can see. So the only thing is, I hope I can remove this from here. Please, Jesus. If you've ever done anything for me, please peel off this white chocolate Christmas tree from the parchment paper. Some people ask for so much and some for so little. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I really thought, you know. I have an idea. I think this might make things a little bit easier. So I cooled every single one of them individually and immediately I think this is gonna work. The trick is you gotta make sure they've been in the freezer, but then... Oh, It is so freaking cool. First of all, how easy this was. Like, this looks like you're like baking stuff at like a bakery level. Imagine putting this like on top of a cupcake. Imagine just putting this as decoration when people arrive to your house for Christmas. Because it kind of stays like this now. You can leave it at room temperature. This will not fall apart. It's so oddly realistic and cute. So let me see if this one also comes out. I am nervous. I'm going to show you how easy it is to peel this off. It's honestly not that difficult, and bam, I can't even pick a favorite. I love both of them. This worked out perfectly. Am I surprised? Honestly, at this point, no. I am the Martha Stewart of Christmas hacks. It's me. I can pull all of them off. So cheers. This is really good. Oh, these sprinkles? They're sprinkling. Talk about a Christmas table icebreaker. Literally, it will break your teeth. So we're gonna start by rolling out some puff pastry. So for the filling, they use Nutella, but I'm actually gonna use Biscoff just because I've already made something with Nutella, so I just want variation. And Biscoff is so Christmassy. You know the flavor of Biscoff? It tastes like cookie on a spread form. So I am going to spread the Biscoff with the back of a spoon. This time around, I really don't want to spread it too thick because otherwise it's just gonna ooze out of the trees. And it's not gonna look good, I already know. I'm like anticipating. I also don't want to get too crazy on the corners because they always look so messy. Sometimes I'm trying to rush things and then I think to myself, no, let's be present in the moment. Be one with the Biscoff. Enjoy the labor. Also, Biscoff is very expensive, so that's another reason not to do a very thick layer. This looks good. This is definitely thinner than I would normally do this, but I really want this to work out structurally. So I'm gonna grab another sheet of puff pastry and we're just gonna put this on top of this one. Ooh, that was almost perfect, as you can see. So I'm just gonna remove the edges because I want this to be super perfect. So I'm just using a pizza cutter and we're gonna remove this. This. This, which results in a very clean canvas for our trees. Okay, so we gotta make trees out of this. So let's go for maybe this thickness. Okay, the good thing with puff pastry is you really don't need to make that much pressure. It just cuts very, very easy. I also don't want to cut them too thin because there's nothing worse than overcooked puff pastry. This looks good to me. There definitely is a variation in size, but it'll be fine. Now we're going to grab one of these. So it's filled with Biscoff in the center and we're going to transform it into a tree. So you want to fold it in a way where it gets progressively bigger, not too big so we lose too much height on our trees. Something kind of like this. I was going to use long sticks for this, but I'm actually going to use this tiny like ice cream sticks just because I think they're cuter. This is just my personal take on it. I think this will work. If I can manage to put them in there, I think this will be better. Okay, that not only works, but actually holds shape pretty well. So this is gonna puff up and become more of a tree, hopefully. So that's our first one. Let's do it with a smaller one. I feel like this will be easier. I guess not all shapes have to be the same because this one really didn't turn out the same, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna put it through the stick. This one is not the sleigh that I was hoping for, but once we got so many, you're not gonna look. You're just gonna want the Biscoff snack. That's all that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna do the full thing and I'm gonna show them to you right before I bake them. As you can see, we've got a few different options when it comes to the sizes, shapes, and everything else in between. Because I don't really know what's gonna happen once we cook these. I don't know how they're going to hold shape. So I'm gonna bake them for 15 minutes, I think, and I will show you the result. It turned out better than expected. And by the way, if you use like a green spread in the middle, maybe a pistachio, that would make it look more like Christmas trees. I'm just gonna add some powdered sugar. This is, you know, the snow effect. Why is this so hard to use? You gotta use it like sideways, which is really weird. Why you gotta use it like this? Look what happens if I do like this. No, sideways. What? What law of physics is this? And when did it come out? How is this a thing? Horizontal snow. Horizontal snow has been the theme in this video. Okay, that's it. I mean, I am so happy with this. Even the ones that look the ugliest are still so cute. It smells like Biscoff spread, like a cookie, toasty kind of flavor. So let's give it a try. That is so good. It's a little bit doughy in the center, crispy on the edges. Come on, how cute is this for Christmas? Imagine arriving at your family's house with this. Like, I made you guys some Christmas trees on a cute little wooden stick. Come on. You gotta give this a try. Somehow we could use more snow. Me when I go watch the new Hunger Games movie. I don't even know what the movie's about, but I thought that would be fitting. Is it fitting? Let me know. May the odds be ever in your favor. 100% approved. This is great. I think this one's gonna be great because there's something about sweet and salty foods that, you know, and especially for Christmas, sometimes it's too sweet, the Christmas foods, and you want something that is like a little salty, just a little variation, and this might be it. This is called Christmas crack. I don't know if it's crack because it's addictive or it's crack because it cracks. One of the two. So I'm just using saltine crackers. I know the ones that have actual pieces of salt on them. I think this is really important. And I'm not gonna be making my homemade caramel. No. Christmas is a time for a family. This fits perfectly. This is so satisfying, guys. But this fits perfectly. So what I've done was I wrapped a baking tray in foil paper because I don't want it to spill, but also I don't want to wash it. This is so satisfyingly perfect. Do you see this? It fits like perfect in here. This is meant to be. So if you use one of these trays, it's meant to be. I'm gonna use just store-bought caramel. This is like a, you know those caramels that are not just sugar, they're like a toffee or something? There's like cream and stuff, which is I think what they used in the video. Oh my god. This looks so good. What if I draw something offensive and then it's an inside joke with myself? Okay. So now everyone's gonna be eating my middle finger. That sounds wrong. It does take quite a lot of caramel. I kind of underestimated, but I think it'll be fine. That not only it's fun to make, but it also will probably be delicious. So I'm gonna carry on, and then this is gonna go in the oven. My caramel is quite dark, so I'm a little bit worried if it's going to become too toasty. But I love like burnt caramel flavor. I think it tastes really good. It may be for the best, you know? Good thing is, because it's quite thick as well, I don't think it's gonna spill or anything. I probably didn't have to use the whole thing, but I did. On another note, this looks incredible. It's so shiny. Look at the lights hitting on it. It's beautiful. It's so easy to make. Literally buy the $1 container of caramel, saltine crackers. It's the cheapest ingredients. And then I'm gonna top it with some chocolate. So this is gonna go in the oven. I'm gonna cook this at 180 degrees Celsius. I don't know for how long. I'm guessing like 15 minutes will be enough for this to be toasty. I'll show you what it looks like. One last look before it is cooked. So this is ready, and as you can see the crackers are a little bit jiggly, but the caramel was all toasty and bubbling up. It looked incredible. So this is some melted milk chocolate. I'm using milk chocolate because it's my favorite. Okay, let me make sure there's no lumps. Let's see if I can do this. Oh my god, that will be insane. Holy. Like, this is not real. Man, I wish I would have melted maybe a little bit more chocolate, but I think it'll be fine. This looks so good. Now I'm debating, how am I going to spread this? Should we use a spatula or should I just attempt to shake this? I feel like that might work weirdly. What happens if we shake this? Wait, why am I so intelligent? How did I become suddenly good at everything that involves cooking? Look at that, that is the best way to do this. Do not spread it, just shake it. This looks pretty good. I wish I could show it to you guys, but this is as much as you're gonna be able to see because I don't want the caramel to mix with the chocolate because we do want the layers. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge, straight into the fridge from hot. Who cares? Nothing can kill me at this point. Have you seen how long I've lived, guys? How long I've been making these videos for, producing so much trauma to the world? Nothing gets me. So I'm gonna refrigerate this and I'll show you what it looks like in just a few seconds. Let's take a look at our Christmas crack. I mean, it's crack. If I punch this, it will actually crack. Should I do it? Oh, I kind of want to do it, but also no. No. Say no to bullying. I rewatched the video and I realized I actually put it in the freezer, which this doesn't fit in my freezer. Is this gonna come out of here? Probably not. This was in the fridge, which is a close second. I'm suspecting this will make a mess, so let's get some parchment paper in here. What happens now? Do we lift it? Because the caramel is still caramelly. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck. Oh my god, it's so stuck. I'm gonna be eating paper. Oh, it cracked. Should have just done it. I'm gonna do it. Ouch! Ouch! That was dumb. Okay, let's get a piece of Christmas crack. Oh my god. That is so beautiful. If this was in the freezer, it would have been completely perfect, but I'm happy with this. Look at that, it's solid. I want to bite into it. Ah, it is so crunchy. This is incredible. It's like a Mars bars at home, but I'm still gonna attempt to crack this. A little bit stickier than I would have hoped, but look at this. And then that caramel. I got goosebumps. I literally got goosebumps. This is like one of the most incredible textures. It is messy. Please put this in the freezer. You will not regret this. Give this a try. Oh, I thought it was caramel. I was just drooling. It never gets old. Every single time. I love this idea, but I'm gonna keep it real. I am not baking brownies for Christmas. So I actually bought these brownies. They're straight from a package. You can't even tell. Like, they look homemade. If it wasn't for the size of them. I'm gonna cut these into a triangle. I think if I manage to cut these into a triangle, you won't even know these were store-bought. Because they actually look pretty homemade, strangely. These will be very tiny. But I think we could transform this into maybe a Christmas tree. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think if I could make them a little bit bigger. It is very difficult. Wait, no, it might be possible. Okay, this one's a little bigger. If I can do this with supermarket brownies, you can probably make this with Betty Crocker brownie batter. I just didn't want to spend the money when I had these at home, so I'm gonna use these. Because nothing screams Christmas like being a cheap ass. That's my mantra for the next year. You know what? If we can make these look like little Christmas trees, that would be really cute. So that is exactly what I'm gonna aim for. So I put some green frosting. This is honestly as easy as it gets. If this is visually effective, that's pretty incredible because it's very easy. I'm using a tiny tip because these are so small that it just gotta be done like that. Let's give it a try. No. I should not start in the bottom. That did not look cute. Let's try again. Okay, this is a lot better. Wait, that is kind of cute. That kind of worked out. They kind of look like Lego. Lego Christmas trees is how I would describe these. I'm gonna use some of these sprinkles. These sprinkles are quite effective. If they land. Honestly. Okay, one thing's for sure. I just spilled sprinkles on my crotch. I'm gonna find sprinkles in my underwear. Probably. Another thing's for sure. These were sad looking brownies. And now they're not sad looking brownies. They actually look like miniature Christmas trees, which is kind of incredible. It was really easy. This literally takes 2 minutes. They're actually cute, right? Like if you brought this to a Christmas party, imagine they're a little bit bigger, or maybe you just make many of these tiny ones, which I think is cute as well. And you're like, grandma, I made you a brownie and it's a Christmas tree. Like how cute is that? And also this is falling apart. But so is your grandma probably. 100% approved. You can even do the little Santa hats. I just didn't have red food coloring, otherwise I would have done them. I love it. This is great. It's cute. I'm gonna start by separating the egg whites from the egg yolk, because I think that is important in this recipe, because the egg whites makes it crispy, so you want to fold it at the end with the spices. I don't know, there's a science to this. There's a science to nuts. I'm gonna put just the egg yolk in here. Now I'm gonna whisk the egg whites until they're light and fluffy. This would be a lot easier without spilling, with a frother, but I don't have one, so... No, I'm spilling a little bit too much. This is as good as it gets. Also, I don't have an air fryer, but I have an air fryer basket because that was cheaper. Like this video for honesty. It was too expensive. I don't even know if I'm gonna like these nuts. So I'm gonna add the walnuts to here, to the air fryer basket. And I am going to add the egg yolk. That's what they've done, right? Trying to remember. Just the egg yolk. They used corn syrup. I'm using pancake syrup because I can't find corn syrup. Look, it's literally the same thing, just more flavor, right? They also use measurements and I'm not. But you know what? I have faith, you know? So I'm gonna mix this until it's well combined, which it kind of is already, but I feel like you could use a little more pancake syrup. It smells like being at IHOP when everyone else is ordering like the fun pancakes and you're just there for a hash brown. That's kind of what it's giving. Actually, it's a little bit sad now that I think about it. It's pretty easy. The last step is to add the cinnamon and the spices. So I'm doing maybe 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin spice and then like a full tablespoon, maybe more, of just cinnamon. Because I want this to taste Christmassy and not too fall-like. Like I want that cinnamon to come through. And I think by adding the egg whites, it makes it very crispy. This is what gives it the crispiness. So I think this is why we add it at the end, so we can keep the bubbles, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna mix the spices with the walnuts. I mean, it looks good. It smells even better. I think this will be a slay. I think I could have also used double the amount of nuts that I used, because these are going to be heavily spiced. As you can see, they are spicy, they're foamy from the egg whites. I'm gonna bake them in the oven for maybe like 10 minutes, but I think if you've got an air fryer, 5 minutes will be sufficient. And hopefully these are going to be Christmassy, crispy, walnutty. So these definitely took longer than I thought, and also they don't look as appetizing as I was thinking. But they smell incredible. They smell very, very spicy. Usually nuts cook in like 5 minutes, very, very quickly. These took like 20 minutes. Maybe it's because of all the stuff. It's still not quite crispy, so I don't really know. But I'm gonna put them in a bowl just so that it looks better. And maybe it will crisp up a little bit as it sits here. Okay, it is becoming crispier by the second. So this is our bowl of nuts. So if you were planning on giving this to someone as a Christmas present, I mean, they look pretty good. They look homemade, which I think is a good thing for Christmas. And I was worried about the crispiness, but listen to this. They're becoming crispier by the second. Listen to this. You can't hear anything, can you? Listen to here. Egg whites are like crisping up. I'm going to give it a try. You listen to the crunch? Oh, that is delicious. My only criticism, a little bit of sugar. It needs, I know we use syrup, but it wasn't enough. It needs sugar. So if I remade this, I would 100% add sugar to this. Crispiness, spiciness, it's pretty good. It kind of tastes like the kind of stuff that you get if you're like in New York City and you see those people roasting nuts that smell really delicious but are way overpriced. It kind of tastes like that, but less sweet. So I would make them a little bit sweeter to give you the full experience, especially for Christmas. I feel like someone tried to Whole Foods code my Christmas nuts and I'm not into it. Not for Christmas. Maybe in January. This would be great. For Christmas, we need to put the sugar back in the nuts. The crispiness is insane. Let me see if I can give you a really crispy one. Okay, this one's gonna be really crispy. Listen to it. So I've got 3 different types of chocolate to make the dark. So I've got white chocolate, dark chocolate, 70%, and then a milk chocolate that actually has like crispy pieces on it. I think this is going to make for an interesting combination of textures. So the way they've done it, I don't have enough space for that, so I'm just going to break these. I think I'm going to break these into like, oh, this is hard. Should I just leave it? I'm going to just leave these ones as it is. It's kind of hard to predict how it's going to melt, because this is going to melt and become something else. It's a bit stressful. Should we do some here? Maybe some here? It's kind of fun. You like building a puzzle? This would be a great idea if you wanted to give someone something for a Christmas present. Instead of just buying a chocolate bar, you're reinventing a chocolate bar, which I think is really fun. We're reinventing something. We're always reinventing something over here. Hopefully when it melts, this will be fine. Not me playing Tetris on my own and losing. Okay, so this is going to be the print that I'm gonna work with, and then we're gonna swirl it and marble it, but first we're gonna melt this. So I was debating what's the best way to melt this. I was like, should I get a hairdryer and just sit here for 20 minutes? Maybe. But I'm just gonna put it in the oven for like 5 minutes, just with the oven warm, so that the chocolate doesn't burn, because that happens if you put chocolate in the oven, so watch out. So I'm just gonna put it in for like 5 minutes at a very low temperature, and then let's see what happens. So here we've got our chocolate that's been in the oven for like 5 to 10 minutes, and some of them melted perfectly and some of them not so much. So I don't know what's gonna happen. What I do know is that I'm not paid enough to worry about it, so it will be fine. So I'm gonna try to swirl this. So the ones that went wrong is the crunchy chocolate. It just does not melt. This chocolate refuses to melt. So I'm just going to it looks grainy. This does not look as good as it did in the video. Should we do a little swirl? Okay, here goes nothing. Okay, you know what, that's something. If you're gonna gift this to somebody, just say it's a rustic present and I'll be fine. It's intentionally rustic, you know? So you gotta break the surface of the chocolate, which is a weird thing to say, but once you do it, it melts a lot easier. But I think it's gonna be nice, the fact that there's different textures going on. So I'm trying to create some swirls. I'm just gonna do this. You know what? I've committed to it now. Is it chunky in certain places that I wished it wasn't? Yes. Do I still think it's gonna work out? Yes. It's kind of a holy sleigh. Jesus would be watching this like, yes, slay. So this is the marble effect they ended up with. I actually think it looks rich, you know? It looks expensive, like you bought this at like a fancy bakery, and if you shake it, look, it becomes really, really smooth. It's actually really beautiful. Look at the effect. And it's pretty forgiving. You saw the mixture of chocolates we had here, and it looks great. I am not going to move this any further because nothing good can come out of this at this point. It is what it is. So the first thing I'm gonna add are some meringues. These are miniature meringues, and I think they look like snowflakes. And they were also on sale. Some pretzels, mostly because they were leftovers from some of the things in this video. I'm adding them too. I am so over pretending, you know what I mean? Now, I feel like the way for the future is to just tell people what is actually going on. And these are some, I don't know what they're like peppermint candy kind of thing. I just like the way they look. Maybe I should chop them out. I actually don't like the way they look. Once again, being truthful. Oh, I regret that. I gotta move quick before these dry, so I'm gonna add the peppermint candy. I cannot wait to see this solidified, because I think it's so satisfying when you melt something and then it solidifies again. I love it. It just makes me happy. And then we've got some candy canes. I personally don't like candy canes, but maybe the crunch will be nice. Did that plastic go in the chocolate? Oh well. How do you even open a candy cane? Because it never wants to open. You gotta truly break it. And still, I'm so confused. Why does anyone eat this? I actually don't like the candy canes. I don't want to do more. The texture is weird and these look exactly the same. So I'm gonna add the gummies instead. The candy cane gummies. I think they look a lot better. Why am I cutting this like I'm adding fresh oregano? And last but not least, I saved, these are my favorite sprinkles that I've ever bought. They're miniature snowflakes and they're just so cute. I just love the way they look. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that literally everywhere. I'm gonna cover the chocolate in this so it looks like the whole thing was intentional. And this is officially our holiday park. So the good thing about this is, first of all, it doesn't take any cooking. You can just put this in the fridge now and it will finish. The second thing about this that is incredible is that you can break this into pieces once it's done and give it to different people. Just put in like little plastic bags. This is a great idea of something to give to people if you don't have a lot of money to spend. So this is officially our candy bark. I cannot show you any more than this because this will spill, but I will show you once it's solidified. So I just got this out of the fridge and look at that, I can even show it to you now. So it seems pretty solid. I am scared of breaking it, but I mean, isn't that the point of it? So I guess he'll be fine. I just hope it comes off the parchment paper, but like, oh, that is so satisfying. I just love the look of it. Like, it doesn't really matter if it looks messy. Once it cools down, it just comes together. It's the magic of Christmas. The magic of Christmas I will need now because oh my god, that is all the chocolate. And then we marbled it on top. That is pretty cool. Now, will this come off? Oh, that is so satisfying. Look at this. Oh my god, you could literally use this as a gift to so many people. It's a giant piece of chocolate. Okay, let's see if it breaks. Here goes nothing, okay. It's like a nice thickness, you know? Like this would be the most amazing gift to give to people. Maybe melt this better so you can't see that it says Lindt in the bottom. So they think you made the chocolate. But like, look at this. It's crunchier in some places than others, but it does break. It breaks surprisingly well. I mean, it holds shape so well. This is literally the most perfect thing you could make to give to someone. Like, I wouldn't make this for myself to eat, but I would make this to give to somebody. And you can break this into as many pieces as you want. Like, it will just keep on breaking. This is 100% approved. And you already know that I'm going for the one with the white chocolate and the pretzel. This is what I've been eyeing the whole time. That is so good. With the gummy as well. I love this. It's a great gift. 100% approved. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love making Christmas content. So if you want more Christmas content this year, don't forget to give this video a like, because for me, I would do this over and over again. But I also understand if you don't want more Christmas videos and you just want something else, that's fine. So give the video a like for more Christmas content. Don't give the video a like if you don't want to see it anymore. Don't forget to subscribe though before you go so you don't miss out on future videos. I really appreciate it. You make these videos possible and I'm forever grateful to those of you who've got my notifications on. I love you guys and I will see you on my next video. And Merry Christmas. But I'll see you before Christmas, so I don't know why I said that. Bye bye.